Same thing with if you just click, you have this big grid. It'll just click a part of the grid, double click a part of the grid, and it shows you the grid form, everything that you need to know. Like you want to you cropping the crop with this setting. You have to actually drag it up and figure out how you want to crop it. That is if you want a perfect guideline. It's good, but I rather just crop it on myself. Just draw and crop it like this. Just draw and crop it. It makes much more sense to me. Instead of just going wasting doing all this time just trying to figure it out. But sometimes you need to do that. Don't just say that I tell you to do that. It is what you think. Photoshop is a tool that you can use anywhere you want. Okay, now the next one is the perspective chop tool. It is around the same thing, but it goes wonky. It goes wonky. It has a number of grids you can use, and it can change the shape in many different ways and patterns. If you want to crop, very funny. Like if you want to crop on an angle, if you want to crop a certain pattern, it's nice to do something like that. So let's say this. That tool is mainly if you want to crop things that has a funny angle or curve to them. The slice tool, self-explanatory. I could slice one part of it straight down, simple as that. Ain't really much to explain. Not really much. So now I can go, now let me finish and go to the slice select tool. And it's still the same thing. If you want to slice your, let's say your diagram, your project, I don't know why you want to do that, but it's up to you. You can do anything you want. This is the tool. Let me go to the next one, the eyedropper tool. This tool is going to be the most important tool if you're painting or coloring anything. Let me explain by this. Uh, Hold on, let me just get these out of the way first. This is the ruler. If you want a ruler, you can have a ruler for measurements. Okay, so that just go right next to your diagram and pull, and you can have a nice ruler to your diagram. You have a length, so you can use this to accurately determine the next length of your diagram. Just put it next to the diagram you want the ruler to measure. After you got the measurements, all you have to do is just move it and you will automatically get it. It's simple. Just how you use a regular ruler. So now, let me just go back in history a little bit. Now we just go to the node tool. The nodes. Let's say finish note. Let's say that finish note, and that is your node tool. And if you double click, you will see a node. Pretty self-explanatory. If you're OCD and want to finish things very quickly, that's one way to do it. Okay, so the eyedropper. The eyedropper is going to be the most important tool. I have to keep saying that to draw and things like that. Let me just give me a paintbrush for more accurate drawing. More accurate, I say. Gray, one red, black. Oh wow. Good. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do with this. Let's say this. different shades. There's gonna be more intensity, a little more intensity right here. Okay, so you see all these different type and intensity of color, and you want to pick out which color is in this. So I click on this. The top shows you the color your current. Yes, the top shows you the color that you are currently hovering over, and the bottom shows the color that is in your other selection. So let's say this. This is the same, but if you go over here, this is a different color. So if you click on it, it automatically adapts to that color. If you click on this, it automatically adapts to that color. If you click on this, it automatically adapts. So, and I click on the black, you know what is going to happen. It'll turn exactly black. So it is very useful at the current moment. Very useful. But now, if you want to use it for serious things, you can get a picture. I'm going to show you all that in the later tutorials, but I'm going to show you show you all other tools. Then I will move on to other tutorials. I want to make sure you get the basic concept and color sampler. This, if you want to get it, I would recommend it, but I would not recommend it because of two things. One is that, let's say, it shows you the exact color on the, let's say, on this side. If you go over it, you see the exact colors on this side, and as well as the position, the intensity, things like that. So it's useful, and also create little check marks where you were and the type of intensity it is. It's nice, but is it useful? You gotta find out yourself. If you're a drawer, it will be very useful. If you're not a drawer, or if you're not somebody like to paint things on, I recommend that you don't use it. Okay. These are going to advanced tools. I will come back to these when I get a more of an example to show you all, because I can't really show you all with this. Let's see. Everybody knows the red eye tool, the self-explanatory removal of red eye, things like that. Healing brush automatically tries to repair your photographs, things like that. This is mainly for if you have an image you want to repair, so to say. And spot healing brush, it's the same thing as well. It can also mess you up. You can't just say you drag this over and suddenly it starts to work. Like I drag that over, I say that happens. I can't really show you, but it is supposed to be a spot healing brush and things like that. So it will actually help you out. It will help you out, but it also can, let's say, mess you up as well. Like this. See how it just did that? But the tool, these are more advanced tools, except for the red eye and the parts tool. Let me show you what I mean by the parts tool. The parts tool, if you have a little mark on, let's say this, let me get a paintbrush and do like this. Pretend it's a shirt. And I select the parts tool. I will circle around the problem or the affected area, and I will drag it to a clear area, and I will release. And keep doing that to get a more intense, keep doing that. But I think I made it too dark. Let me try this again. I think I made it a tad bit too dark. see. But the patch tool is very useful in some aspects. So that's light enough, I presume. Yes, you see how it's getting a little bit lighter, as opposed to completely dissolve it. But here's how the eyedropper tool comes in handy. I click on the white background that's supposed to be here, and get my paintbrush and paint it over, and it's all new. So it's simple as well. The patch tool is made for photograph. It works wonderfully for photographs. Red eye as well works wonderfully. The healing brush is, oh yeah, I'll define it. Yeah, sometimes you have to use out. So the healing brush. Okay, okay, now I remember. If you out and click on the source you want to replace it with, like I out and click here, and then go anywhere here, I can actually, you see a little arrow on the black? It actually starts to, okay, manipulate. Okay, hold on, let me get my words right. Starts to